I'll move around the first round to see how it takes off, and I'll take it from there.
Okay then. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Welcome back to Festival Hall in Brisbane. I'm Michael Chavello from International Kickboxer, calling the shots with the Cruiserweight champion Mark the Hammer Castellini. And that music and the fans, it can only mean one thing: the emergence of the undefeated Australian middleweight champion, the Hitman, Anthony Vella. Vella has emerged as the hottest property in Australian Muay Thai over the past 2 years, being led to the ring by his trainer Johnny Sheeder and his manager Paul Demicoli. The Hitman is looking to do the deed on Paul Briggs tonight and take the world title from the young Queenslander. Let's welcome Paul Hurricane Briggs! And listen to the crowd erupt as the Hurricane makes his way to the ring. They love him here in Queensland. A man who earned the world title by the motto of when in doubt, knock him out. And Paul the Hurricane Briggs will be hoping to do something tonight that 19 men have failed to do. That is to knock out the undefeated Anthony Vella and maintain his WKA World Middleweight Muay Thai title. The crowd have gone crackers here at Festival Hall, all 3,000 of them on hand to witness the showdown we've all been waiting for between the Hitman and the Hurricane. Paul Hurricane Briggs! And we can keep the fighters apart for a moment while we introduce these guys. Mark the Hammer, look at the stare now, the war of words. It's already erupted, the atmosphere in here. You can cut it with a knife.
Anthony Vella, he believes he can't be beaten. Paul the Hurricane Briggs, quietly confident that Anthony Vella has a cult following in Melbourne. And Paul the Hurricane Briggs hasn't had a lot of luck in Melbourne, but this is Brisbane, this is his hometown, and he's hoping to make an early night of it tonight. In a few short moments we'll find out what the result will be.
WKA World Super Middleweight Muay Thai champion at 21 years of age with 52 fights for 48 wins. That's a lot of fights for a young fellow. Trained by Dave Briggs here in Brisbane. Put your hands together for Paul Hurricane Briggs! This fight is for the WKA Super Middleweight World Muay Thai Title over 5 by 3-minute rounds. This is as good as it gets, people. Stay tuned. Get behind these fighters. I'm sure we're going to see a heck of a fight. Referee Chris Mikolau inspecting the gloves, inspecting the feet of Paul the Hurricane Briggs. Can he maintain his world title against the undefeated Anthony the Hitman Vella? Can he become the first person in history to knock out the Hitman? That is the question on everyone's lips. Who can stop the knockout rampage of the Hitman Anthony Vella? I think, Mark the Hammer, that if anyone can do it, Paul the Hurricane Briggs can do it here in Brisbane. Let's go to Chris Mikolau with the fighters.
They're using knees to the head and elbows. Do you understand?
No, I don't understand that.
Obey my commands at all times. Do as I say and you won't have a problem. Good luck, touch gloves and go back to your corners.
The stare down. I love it, Mark. I love it. There is no love lost between these two fighters at all. They nearly came to blows at the weigh-in. There is no love lost between them.
No love lost at all. The atmosphere in here is electric. That's the only way to describe it. A culmination of a great night's entertainment, and I'm sure we're going to see a great explosive fight from these two boys. Neither of them likes to lose, neither of them wants to, and they're going to go all out.
Referee Chris Mikolau with the biggest assignment of his decorated career. Right, let's rumble in the first round of action between the Hitman and the Hurricane. How will this fight progress? Will we see that trademark Goodnight Irene knee to the head of the Hitman Anthony Vella? Or will we see the Hurricane produce his whirlwind techniques and put the Hitman on the canvas? Tangled up immediately in the neutral corner.
Step back. Corner.
Both boys, both men, feel right at home in the tangled up grappling situation. Paul Briggs delivering one of the first knees to the midsection. Anthony Vella coming off a sensational fourth round knockout of the killer Krongsak Lek from Thailand.
Paul Briggs at this stage showing some great technique and was using Vella's body weight to his advantage. He's throwing him around. Vella, being the resilient character he is, always fights back from the brink, and I'm sure he won't give it up without a fight.
Spinning back fist by Anthony The Hitman Vella, calls from his corner to use that deadly technique, and Vella taunting him at the moment. Briggs fires in with the left hand, and Vella, his usual cocky, brash self, but he better be careful because the Hitman, the Hurricane, has a lot in store for him here tonight. Another right hand by Paul Briggs. Throws into the canvas like a rag doll.
That's a rare sight. That's a very rare sight indeed. You won't see Anthony Vella being thrown aside like that by many people.
Anthony Vella looks like he's taken a bit of a stun knock at the moment. Comes straight in for the grapple.
I think Anthony's right leg is hurt.
He is limping.
Just at a guess, he doesn't look comfortable with that right.
Oh, goes straight left hand from the Hurricane Paul Briggs. He planted him like a tree with that one. The Hitman has found the canvas. Chris Nicolau applies the count. It's pandemonium here at Brisbane's Festival Hall.
Anthony's got to keep his hands up and forget about his sore leg, or he's going to be copying more of what he just had.
The Hurricane is headhunting, pokes him with the right hand. He's hurt Anthony Vella. He's on the receiving end in the blue corner. He goes down again. The crowd are out of their seats. It's carnage here at ringside. At the end of the first round, Anthony Vella went down twice. He's been stunned. A war of words, a war of the ring. What a crackerjack fight we had. Martha Hammer Castanini. It doesn't get much better than this.
Well, there was a big start, but there's definitely something wrong with Anthony's leg. He's definitely done something very bad to his leg, and he got caught flush. There's the first knockdown. There's that straight punch straight off the hand there. Paul Briggs is just, I'm speechless for words. He's picked it, he's timed it perfectly, and that's a rare sight. That's the rarest sight we're seeing kickboxing today. Is Anthony Vella getting thrown around and copping as much punishment as he has.
Anthony Vella has a large bruise on that right kneecap. They've got the ice pack on it at the moment as we look over the replays of Paul Briggs giving him an absolute hammering to the face.
Paul Briggs using that right hand. It's ironclad, that right hand, but there's definitely something very, very wrong with Anthony Vella's foot. He's trying to stretch it out now. He's just got to forget the pain and get on with the job if that's what he wants to do.
Anthony Vella has been stunned. He was on rubber leg street in that first round. Paul Briggs planted him like a tree with those big tooth-rattling fists of his. As we prepare for the second round of action, this is world title Muay Thai at its very best.
Anthony's going to have to dig deep. He's going to have to dig very, very deep to overcome this. Paul Briggs knows he's got the upper hand, and he's just going to be like a bull out of a gate in this round.
Anthony Vella's right knee is bruised up. There's one of his weapons perhaps gone. He takes the tumble to the canvas again. The towel has been thrown in.
On the towel.
The Hurricane Paul Briggs retains his WKA Australian champion that he is, the world champion that he is. The towel has been thrown in by the Hitman's corner. It's all over here at Festival Hall.
That's an early night. It's an early night indeed. Great scenes of sportsmanship from Paul Briggs, who was the first one to rush over and help Anthony up, and that's a credit to him. But there's got to be something very wrong with Anthony Vella's leg for him not to be able to continue.
Anthony Vella took a blow to that right knee. He just couldn't stand up, and the Hurricane was gearing for him and wanted him so badly to go down on the canvas. And here's a replay of the events, Mark.
There's the kick now. Paul whipping in that left round kick, and Anthony just dropping from the right. But I think there's more to it than that. I think there's something very wrong with his leg. As you can see there, he's a tough customer, and I've seen him cop a lot worse, and I haven't seen him drop. But unfortunately for tonight, it was all over, and he'll have to take stock and reassess and get this injury treated. He's not moving well at all. There's something very wrong with his leg. He was focusing on that, and Paul was just taking him at will and using all his technique to put him down.
A lot of hard work in here. We saw that tonight. Awesome power.
A lot of people, I have fought some of the best fighters in the world. I have won against some of them, and I have lost to some of them. But that is what fighting is all about. Every time anyone steps in this ring, they have a 50-50 chance of winning and losing. I respect any man that gets over those ropes and steps into this ring. As far as I'm concerned, they're a warrior, win, lose or draw. So let's stop the Australian convict attitude of as soon as someone does well, pulling them down. Let's get behind our fighters and, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, well said. Very well spoken. Paul Briggs, he showed tonight. He really did put it on tonight. Every punch, every kick was loaded with dynamite. He was awesome. He was the Hurricane.